It's been a busy Memorial Day weekend for Valley first responders. On Friday, Phoenix Police and Fire had to rescue 2 people off of Camelback Mountain. One man had a leg injury, another was suffering from a heat-related illness. Scottsdale Fire also rescuing a couple of hikers over the weekend as well.
Tonight, 12 News journalist Sean Rice sat down with a newcomer to the Valley who was on her first hike in the Arizona heat and quickly realized that she was not prepared. And Sean is joining us now with the lessons that this woman is learning from her experience. I feel like we've all kind of been there.
Yeah, even us natives, sometimes we realize we get out there, it's hotter than we expect. It can happen to anyone. Well, Meghan Beadnell moved to the Valley just 2 months ago from Ohio, where hiking in the summer is much more manageable than here in Arizona. And this past Thursday, she and a friend, they ventured to take pictures at the Camp Creek waterfall, a beautiful area northeast of Cave Creek. They both began to feel ill. They were worried they wouldn't make it back to safety. They were unfamiliar with where they were, and they both became lost in the Arizona desert. A few miles in, Meghan put her drone in the air. This is video she shared with us. She was looking for certain landmarks that could help both of them orient themselves with where they were and potentially get back to the starting point of their hike. She tells me they lost cell service on their phones, and the Arizona heat was draining the battery on their phones much faster than she expected. It was 103 degrees, and the pair began to, as I mentioned, feel ill, not know where they were. It caused things to happen to her body that she was not prepared for.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done. It truly was. I've had 4 kids, and this was the hardest thing I've ever done. I have never felt so exhausted. I have never felt so hot, to the point where it actually felt like I was breathing fire in. I would honestly say don't hike in this temperature, to be completely honest. Even experienced hikers, it's exhausting, and you never know what could happen.
Yeah, and the good news was Meghan and her friend were able to push through. They made it all the way back to the hike's starting point, and they did not need to be rescued. She hopes that sharing her experience as a new resident, someone who just moved here, will help educate others on the dangers of hiking in the heat without being prepared to do so beforehand. Coming up tonight on 12 News at 6 o'clock, I'll share some tips from Scottsdale Fire on how to hike during the summer season safely. These are some steps everyone can take to prevent future heat-related deaths in our state and prevent first responders from having to get into action. Back to you guys.
All right, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.